Snap Detailing back on your screen once again, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to shoot a video today about how to start and own your own personal detailing business. You know, there's a lot of channels out there that sell a lot of products. They talk about products. They even go as far as showing you how to use the products, and that's great. I even watch some of those videos. We do those videos ourselves. We advertise different products on our site, talk about how to use them, and those are great. But I wanted to shoot something that will help people understand how hard it really is to own your own business, especially detailing business. You know, you're out there when it's hot, no matter if it's humid, 70 degrees, 100 degrees, whatever it may be, depending on what state you live in. Here in Tennessee, it's very humid, it's very hot. So there's days you don't want to work, you have to work. You have bills to pay. When you start your own business, if you have money, if you have somebody that has money that wants to help you invest in the products you need, how do you know exactly what products you want to start with? How do you know which products work for you, what your clients want, what they expect? This is where it comes into communication with your clients. Expectation and communication. When you're starting your own business, that's part of the learning curve that I went through, that everybody goes through, is learning how to communicate with your clients, knowing what they expect, what kind of detailed job they want done. You got to communicate that with your clients. When you start out, depending on what kind of products you want to use, it could be expensive. I recommend that you do some research, go online, do a lot of reading, find out what products that fit your taste. And if you don't know, just learn. Buy some products, do some reading before you buy those products. Try them out. If it fits you and your clients, use those products. Technology is always changing products. Every single month, 6 months, a year, they change. Different things will improve. There's always going to be improvement on products. Waxes, polymer sealants, you name it, across the board. APC, all-purpose cleaners, machines, DA machines, polish machines. Just kind of learn by what you read. And what I mean by reading is make some phone calls, call around, ask questions. Like you can buy a Flex, like what I have, a DA machine by Flex. It's $500+. I don't recommend, unless you just got lots of money to throw at this, because you don't know how well it's going to do. And when I started, I didn't know how well it was going to do. You know, and once again, get a website going. There's different platforms you can use, Wix, Vistaprint, so forth and so on. And for all you tech guys out there that know a lot about the internet, it's easier for you because you could probably build your own website. I didn't know how to do that when I started out. I didn't have any competition either when I started out with mobile detailing services. But then a year or two after we started, we had all kinds of competition. You know, trying to get ahead of the curve with what products you want to mass market. Like I have a lot of products that I market on my website, on Snap Detailing, or Snap Mobile Detailing, I'm sorry. And please subscribe to us and thumbs up. We greatly appreciate that. That's what makes us sit here and really evaluate what to really discuss with the clients, because they communicate with us, and also the viewers want to know certain questions. I have viewers asking me really good questions on our site, on our YouTube channel, and I enjoy those. So if you have questions after viewing this channel, this video, ask away, and I'll do my very best to answer those questions. Now, when you start out, you don't really have to worry so much about insurances, bonding, and licenses and all that, because you don't know how well it's going to do. But you definitely want to have a starting point. Get you simple stuff. Don't spend out a lot of money until you know how well it's going to go. Build your clientele. Once you do that, then you can explore different products. You know, whether it's going to be international sales for products or whether it's made here in America, whatever fits your clients. But I wanted to talk to you too also with, when it comes to clients, whether they understand exactly what you're communicating to them about the actual detailed job itself. They want to know exactly what you're going to sell them as far as a service. You're a service industry just like I am. You want to make sure they understand that when they're paying $200, $300, or $100, whatever it is you're selling, you want to make sure that you communicate with them exactly what the expectations are they have and what you have, of what your skill set is. You want to translate that, okay? So I'm not going to be able to do a service that's going to cost $300 and do it for $100. You got to communicate that, and expectations. Make sure you relate that very well to the clients. I see a lot of people online and just everywhere that claim to be master technician detailers. That's great and that's fine. Whatever markets however you market that, and if it works for you, fantastic. But I believe that the only true way you're going to be, in your own mind, a master technician is knowing how to communicate expectations, product knowledge. That's very key, product knowledge. Because you may have some clients that do have an idea about what they want on their car. You have to be able to translate that to what they expect you to do. If the clear coat has been damaged so bad that you're not able to repair that or to paint correction, you need to communicate that. Very important. So you don't want to get out there and spend all day killing yourself, and you're trying to accomplish, a $300 or $400 job, and they think they're going to pay only $100, $150. So you don't want to get in that situation. Plus, they may not ever call you back again. So starting your own detailing business is a lot of work. In any business, it's a lot of work. People think because you own your own business, you're rich. Not true. People think that you can just take off whenever you want to. Sure, you could, but you're not going to make the kind of money that you should. My opinion is give yourself a raise. Work 6 days a week, 5 days a week, 10, 12 hours a day, and be very good about everything you do as far as perfecting it. You're going to be good, and then you're going to perfect it. Have high expectations of yourself, and have confidence. Very crucial. Have a lot of confidence, because that's going to change the $100 jobs to $500 jobs. So, in my position, when I've been working and doing this kind of work for a long period of time, I'm getting up there a little bit in age. I'm getting close to 50 years old, and so I have to be mindful of my health, blood pressure, things like that. So I have to start hitting the gym again and working out, because the jobs that we do out there are very, very hard work. Motorhomes, boats, cars, trucks, you name it. A lot of squatting down, a lot of up and down, climbing up on motorhomes, things like that. If you're not in shape, if your mindset is not where it needs to be at, you could injure yourself, which is going to put you possibly out of business. You don't want that. So I started training again about 2 weeks ago, and trying to diet right, get plenty of rest, lots of liquid, lots of water, lots of Gatorade. And I see a difference in my day in and day out. The stamina, the mindset, everything is working the way it should. So keep that in mind when you start your business, no matter what age you are. Be mindful of everything that you're going to be focused on from morning to dark. Get all your preparations done. Make sure the night before the job, you get all the products that you need on the job. Get notes that you know exactly what the client expects, what you know you need to use for those jobs, and make sure you have them ready before the next morning. Sometimes you're going to be late on the jobs, sometimes you won't be, but make sure the clients understand that, Mother Nature, weather, traffic, things like that may hinder you from being there. Let's say you start at 8 o'clock in the morning and you get there at 8:45 or 8:30. Make sure they understand that, so you don't get there and they're upset with you, or they're calling you and pushing the phone, where you at? So once again, this channel that we have, I want to be able to communicate with everybody about anything that you have expectations of yourself and your business, and you're afraid you won't accomplish those goals. Feel free to ask. I'll do what I can to help you out with advice. But be mindful of everything from the time that you start to invest in the products into your future, your career. Ask as many questions as you can. The worst thing, people can say no, or they don't want to answer it. That's okay, move on to the next. My number, my information, my email is on our YouTube channel, on our website. You can contact me, and I'll do my very best to get back with you as soon as possible. Sometimes I'm on job site and I can't communicate right then and there, but in the afternoon, in the later hours, I will try to communicate with you. But once again, how we all communicate and grow is by asking questions, subscribing, and make sure that if there's any questions out there that haven't been asked, maybe you could do some research to find out, is there an answer before the rest of us can answer those questions, and then we can ask you. But once again, please subscribe and like us, and I'll answer any questions I can. And that's how we grow. That's how we all learn together. Be mindful of everything around you when you're working for yourself. Your equipment, whether you're at a job site, you don't want somebody stealing something. Keep your vehicles close to you in the proximity that you're at. Be mindful of where you're at. Make sure you're not blocking traffic. Make sure you're not blocking sidewalks. And if you can somehow, some way set up a canopy for the hot days, that's great. I don't use that because the time it takes to set up and to break down, I could already have another client done. It's just time consuming. But then again, too, though, it can save you 10 degrees cooler, can save your life. Literally, I have heard stories of people just collapsing, heat strokes, heart attacks, whatever. Hopefully that never happens to none of you guys or myself. But once again, like us, subscribe to us, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Enjoy this video, guys, and we'll see you next time. Protect and drive, guys. That's what we do. Thanks a lot.